All around the planet and all over the world, we are looking at situations that continues to blow the mind. And everybody is touched by these situations. And so when we hear about these things, we're no longer shocked, but we are still mind blown because they are very tragic situations. Situations to where the angel of death have been dispatched for whatever reason. And when we look at the faces of the victims, we're looking at a young woman right there and her child. They are both victims in this case, in this situation. And the monster on the left is the perpetrator, the one who decided that he was going to do the unthinkable. As these stories continue to happen, as they continue to unfold, we are still mind blown. It is utter foolishness that is happening in the world because people still don't want to understand that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers of darkness of this world, against wickedness and spiritual wickedness in high and low places.
Sudden loss.
I just want to know why. Oh.
Tamisha Sadler cannot believe what
We are
happened to her
looking at
oldest daughter,
families who are
25-year-old
left
Tamisha Wilder,
to
and her
sort
2-year-old
out
grandchild,
what
Roy
has
Jr.
happened to their loved ones. This is what we are looking at. Families who have to try to figure out how could someone do something so heinous to their loved one. Now, according to reports, this young woman and her baby, they moved from Atlanta to Arizona. And now their family are left trying to sort all of this out. They get a message from someone on Facebook who they didn't even know. And this person is the one who's giving them the devastating news that this man, who is former military, took their lives. They have to sort all of this out. But what I wanted to say is there is this narrative that's out here. The narrative is that there are no black women who are experiencing these kinds of things at the hands of black men. That's the narrative that was put out there. Some of you may have seen the clip. It has been shared by many, where you have these internet gurus saying that these things don't happen. These internet gurus are saying that black women are not experiencing these things at the hands of black men. They said they've never seen it. And so since they've never seen it, I guess it doesn't exist. It was even stated that the only time he has seen it was when a woman was doing this to a man. How many times have we shared stories like this to where a woman has been the victim of this type of foolishness? How many times have we shared these kinds of stories over the years? A person has to literally be blind to say that they didn't know or they don't believe that these things are happening. This young woman has lost her life. That baby has lost his life. The family is devastated. And now you have this demonic monster sitting there looking like he is occupied, if you know what I mean. This is why I continue to say we wrestle not against flesh and blood. These people are occupied. When I say occupied, I am saying possessed by demons, because the description of what they said he did to these two is horrific. If I remember, I will leave a link in the description area so that you can see the video for yourself. But these are the things that are happening in the world, and you have foolish people who want to put out these narratives, these false narratives that this stuff isn't happening. That is a person who himself have some very, very deep spiritual issues that need to be resolved. because these things continue to happen and continue to plague the Black community as they have for decades. For decades. And based on some scriptural text that I've read, I would even venture to say for centuries, millennia, a long time. But yet there's this narrative that it doesn't happen, that it's not real, that it's a false narrative. Come on now. It's really tragic, though, that this young woman lost her life, that she went from one state to another, and her family has to get this devastating message from a stranger at that this monster took their daughter and grandchild away from them. Anyway, I want to know what your comments are below. These kind of things, I mean, they will continue to shake you, because you have to understand that even though you may not know these people, you have to understand that right now, this minute, there are people, relatives, parents that are attached to this young woman, family that's attached to this young man, who are devastated. They are left in devastation because of this monster you see on the screen. Share your comments below, but until next time. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.